Hi, my name's Sam. Let's get to work on some art. In today's video, we're going to work on a portrait using digital oils. Portraits are something that many beginners try when they first have a go at artwork, and it's easier to understand the appeal. Faces are the first thing that we recognize when we're infants, and they have a really strong effect on us. So of course it's the first thing that we really are drawn to in our paintings. But it's really one of the hardest things to draw and paint, precisely because we're drawn to faces, because we have hardwired in our minds what faces look like. And because of this, we almost forget to look at the reference or to pay attention to it properly, because our minds already know what faces look like. But this structure in the mind that we know what faces look like is extremely abstract. You can see faces in rocks, in gravel, in bits of trees and all sorts of stuff, because our minds are precisely wired to find faces in stuff. Because of this, when you try to draw a face, you often forget to pay attention to the reference photograph or the person sitting in front of you, and just look at the light and shade and how that's playing. So in this video, I want you to know it's okay if your portrait doesn't turn out great. They're hard, okay? They're just hard. So have a go, try it out, and if it goes wrong, it's alright. You just need to practice more. The photo I'm working from comes from thispersondoesnotexist.com, which creates AI-generated photographs of people who do not exist. You can use this site to get reference photographs for yourself. Before we get going, please like and subscribe. And if you want to see more videos like this in the future, hit the bell icon too, because it really helps me out and lets you know when new videos get uploaded. I'm using the program Painter 2020 by Corel, and the brush we're using is the Filbert Real Oils brush. I'll be using this pretty much throughout the whole painting. We use the tracing paper to get a general sketch of where everything is before we work onto the main painting. On the palette, I've pre-mixed skin tones in their complementary harmonies. Complementary harmonies are colours that sit on the opposite side of the colour wheel. In this case, they're the same darkness as each other. Harmonies like this help bring life and energy to a painting, and you'll see that as we progress through the painting. This is where we start to use the complementary colours. We use this light blue in the skin tone that will later on resonate through the painting. While this looks very unrealistic and unnatural, you'll see how it works as we go on. As you can see, I'm using a canvas with a neutral tone, neither light or dark. This works so that you can easily travel in both directions of shade without too much effort. The objective in this painting is not to get an absolutely accurate representation of the photograph. We're making it very painterly, and towards the end I'm going to change it up and bring some emotion that isn't there in the photograph. You'll see how I do that later on. The structure of the face is coming on nicely, and you can see how those harmonious colours are helping to lift and bring some life into the painting. Counterintuitively, without these opposite colours, the painting would seem unnatural and unrealistic. Finally, it's time to work on the detail, getting into the eyes. A lot of people try to start here, but this is the last place you want to start. You want to get the base of the painting in first. So working with a slightly smaller brush, as you see, we have the complementary colours already on the canvas. Very careful, just add a little extra colour in here and there, just to mix in with that complementary colour. Taking time to look at it and make sure we know what we're doing. Almost try to forget that you're looking at an eye when you're doing an eye painting. You're just trying to look at the shade and the light and the dark. It's very hard to do because it is something that you want to do. Once again, we're using that complementary colour to bring some life into the eyes. Now it's time to fix the mouth. Let's get some dark areas into the lip line. Fill them out so they fill the shape that they are. A little bit of highlight, the complementary colours again. Now we edge the lips. Now that the eyes and mouth are in, we go back to filling out the rest of the painting. Bring in some of the complementary colours just to bring it up. And generally work to just finish the painting off. We add some pure white to highlight the eyes and some of the other areas of the face. This would be a perfectly reasonable place to stop this painting. But I'm going to go on and change it up. I want to bring some more sadness into her face and some more dynamic abstraction. So I get the palette knife and start working on the back of the canvas. Start pulling the paint about. I really want to pull something extra out of this painting than would normally be here. This is quite a risky place to go, but I think you'll like it. Let me know in the comments. And there we brought a sadness to her face. Now we bring some definition back into the eyes after they've been blurred, but we keep the sadness there. Please like and subscribe. And if you want to see more videos like this in the future, hit the bell icon too, because it really helps me out and lets you know when new videos get uploaded.